Looks like a roadie for Black Sabbath. He looks like a roadie for a band from the 70s.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Listen, the band is still going around and they're calling themselves by their original name, but the only original member is still the roadie. He's the guy who's still living. So it's Ask an Escape Artist, and this is where it just gets a little weird. I have his card. It says, Sabbatini, escaping since 1978. I have his card.
Yeah, I know.
There's no website. Who doesn't have a website? Or if you have one.
Well, maybe he just doesn't need one.
They don't put it on. He just escapes into the internet. I don't. So it's Ask an Escape Artist. Is this like his full-time? Whose world is I'm an escape artist? What is that?
I got this card. It was on my desk for a year or so since I've been here, and I finally decided to call him.
So he must have dropped it off. He wanted to be a guest.
Yeah, I don't even know. John Perry had it, or maybe you gave it to me. I'm not sure if I found it in your office. It was just laying around here, and I was like, this looks very interesting.
Sometimes guests weird me out so much, and it's rather awkward that I want to get them in and out as quickly as possible.
Well, we'll see what happens. So I like roadies, dude. I mean, if that's what he is, I guarantee you he's toured with a band.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just based on his look. And what is his gig? What does he do? Like, what is that?
He's got to do other things, too. This could be his hobby.
And I disappear. I escape.
I feel like this is like the modern day Harry Houdini.
Okay.
You know what
happened to Houdini, right?
No.
Do you know?
No, he couldn't escape.
He got killed.
Really? In one of his tricks?
No, some jagoff punched him in the gut and killed him. Because Harry said that he could take a punch in the stomach from anybody. That was his other thing, other than escaping. This is my understanding.
I'm sure he got punched too much, dude.
But he would have to prepare for it. Anybody could punch him in the stomach, but he would have to prepare for it. Well, some jagoff just came up without warning him and just punched him in the gut.
And he died?
I don't know if he bursted his spleen or something or what. I don't know
that's
how
like
he died.
Steve Irwin dying from the Stingray.
Right.
Like it's just
a cheap way to lose a great.
Yeah.
So this guy, when he comes in, Stino, punch him in the stomach as hard as you can. And if he survives, he can be on the show.
Okay.
Right. So
he's got a big gut. I'm not saying he's fatter.
Escaping since 1978. Sabatini is coming in here. Barnabas Sabatini.
I love it. It sounds like
Barnabas.
It sounds like the circus.
He sounds like a con man from the 1920s.
I can see the sign.
Barnabas
it's like all lit up.
Sabatini, escapologist. Yeah. I don't know where to see him because there's no website. Anyway, he's coming in here. Stino's going to punch him in the stomach. If he survives, he gets to be a guest on the show. It's 8:30 now.
It is time for the 95 WIIL Rock 95-second update. A man wanted in Florida has been taken into custody here in Lake County. 22-year-old Kaylin Travis of Pensacola, Florida, was arrested on November 11th in North Chicago. The 22-year-old was wanted on arson charges out of Santa Rosa County. He remains in the Lake County jail as of today on a $1 million bond. A man is facing several charges after an incident in Ingleside. Christian Yarbrough was taken into custody on November 9th. The 26-year-old had a heated argument with a 49-year-old woman inside their shared residence, and it turned physical. The victim, who requires a wheelchair, was hospitalized with injuries. 95 WIIL Rock Sports, brought to you by Plumbers and Steam Fitters, Local 118. They are looking for welders now. Visit UALocal118.com. The Bulls, they host the Pelicans this evening. Bucks host Cleveland.
Stop it.
And the Blackhawks, they play the St. Louis Blues. And finally, this is just brilliant. Will Ferrell has confessed in a recent interview that he likes to keep some props from his movies, you know.
I mean, I'm sure lots of that,
including a very racy one from Step Brothers that he brings out during dinner parties.
Okay, what is it?
So first off, I want to say that Will Ferrell's coming out with a new movie called Spirited, and it's going to be on good. Apple TV.
It's him and that pretty guy. What's his name? Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah, there you go.
It's Ryan Reynolds and him, and you see previews, and it looks good. They're both still really enjoyable actors.
Of course. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. But during some press, he was talking about he has some interesting, mementos from his films. You remember the testicles that he put on the drum set in Step Brothers?
Yeah. This is what he brings out at dinner parties?
He saved those and he has them in a box. And he'll be at a dinner party and he'll bring them out, like plop them on someone's shoulder as he's walking past their chair or whatever,
All right. Look at you. It's not Stino's like, you think this is the first time I've had testicles on my shoulder at a dinner party? No, I used to get paid a lot of money for that. Breaking news, we can now announce Dr. Swerdlin's new location. You know, he's been there in Kenosha, Oak Creek, and Mount Prospect, taking care of your sinus needs, getting rid of your snoring, getting rid of your sleep apnea, giving you that allergy test, finding out what's actually wrong and getting those allergies treated. He's been doing that. Kenosha, Oak Creek, and Mount Prospect have been reaping the benefits of Dr. Swerdlin. Now Lombard, that office has been open, so you can head in there too. 4 locations, conveniently located, as they say, waiting for you to give you the latest surgical and non-surgical treatments for nasal problems, sinus problems, snoring, sleep apnea. Minimally invasive treatments that will treat those problems and get them fixed. Find out more. Go to the website, sinusandsnoringmd.com.
Escape artist. Escape artist. Escape artist. Escape person. Someone who escapes out of jail.
It's not jail. It's not jail. It's like out of handcuffs. or
I
out
was
of
just singing, Tom.
out of a
Yeah, I
case
just
filling
thought
with water.
you
or
could escape out of jail.
maybe jail too. This is why you had him in as a guest. Is you want to learn how to escape out of jail?
Maybe.
It'll come in handy for Stino at some point. We
It will.
welcome Barnabas Sabbatini, escapologist. Let's not start our relationship with a lie. Is that the name on your birth certificate?
Absolutely not.
No, but it is a very good name for an escapologist, Barnabas Sabbatini. I use my real name on the radio, but I've used a plethora of fake names. The only reason I use my real name is because my mom said, I said, Mom, WIIL Rock is starting out. When we were first, it's going to be a new thing. What name should I use? She said, what's wrong with your name? So I used my real name. And then my dear sweet mother says to me, because I'm like Tom Keefe on the air, she goes, what's wrong with your middle name? So I'm supposed to be Thomas Dan. Whatever, Mom. Whatever. So Barnabas Sabbatini, escapologist. Full disclosure, because we were talking about you before you got in here. We think you look like a roadie for a 70s band. You look like the guy who's going around with a 70s band and they're doing shows and they're calling themselves by their band name, but you're the only original member, the roadie.
Yeah.
Sabatini, the drum kit guy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well,
Barnabas.
I don't know that it was a. I don't know that it was a
I knew a guy
compliment.
named Barnaby one time, and he was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Barnabas probably.
That's
cool.
what I'm saying.
Escapologist is an odd title. Is this your full-time gig? Is it a hobby? Is it something you make some money with? What is your escapologist?
It's been a hobby for many decades.
It's an odd hobby. How did you get into it?
Some girl tied him up.
Yeah, this is good. And he got out of it. He's like, this was fun right until I escaped. Hey, wait a second.
That's kind of true.
Really?
At age 4, I was an Adam West Batman fan.
Okay. And mommy tied you up?
No, the neighborhood kids did
right,
repeatedly
all
to
right.
ditch me, and I would escape, and then they'd have to retie me so they could go play Star Wars or whatever.
Get away from the creepy little kid who makes us call him Barnabas. So, like, I watched Batman too, and the thing in Batman is he would get tied up by the bad guys. They would set him up above this cauldron of oil, and
he'd get out?
this timer would be going. And they're like, and you will slowly drop into the oil, Batman. And then they would leave, and he would invariably escape.
Get out.
And I'm like, one time, Penguin, just one time, stay there until he's dead.
I agree.
It pissed me off. Yeah. So you saw that and you're like, hey, I could be the next Batman.
At age 4, yes.
Yeah. So then later in life,
About 10, I learned about Houdini,
yeah.
and then at 12, I started playing with handcuffs in swimming pools.
Didn't we all?
Handcuffs
in
and
swimming pools.
That's a
And
good
your-
band name.
And your parents allowed this? They're like, yeah, go ahead and play with the handcuffs in the swimming pool. We finally figured out a way to get rid of him.
It was the neighbor's pool.
So mom and dad didn't know. Yeah.
No one knew.
Yeah.
My buddies who threw me in the water did.
They knew, and you kept surviving.
Yeah.
All right. So then later in life, you turned it into.
Well, I did birthday party magic for a while.
yeah.
And then I got into the straitjackets and all that.
All right.
And I have 5 straitjackets in a duffel bag behind me.
Well, you look like a guy who needs 5 straight
You don't
jackets.
ever
get
want
into
to
what's
hear
in-
that from
We'll
someone.
get into what's in the bag coming up.
I
We'll
have
talk more
5
about and we'll
good.
talk a little bit more about Houdini because that's basically if you say escape artist, that's the only one anybody knows. So,
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, no, actually, I know another one. David Blaine.
I don't know, he's an escape artist. He's more
Or
a
David Copperfield.
also a magician, not an escape.
Lance Burton.
But they do escape from things. But
Yeah.
that's not their main thing.
Okay.
They're magicians.
Siegfried and Roy.
All right, we're done talking to Stino. He's just saying magicians now. Pee Wee Herman. He's not a magician. I saw him do a trick once.
What if I said Weird Al?
Well, no, don't lump him in there.
Oh, I thought you would accept
More with
it.
Barnabas Sabatini, escapologist, coming up. It's 8:42.
Snow today with a high of 35.
Avatar on WIIL Rock. Speaking of freak show, let's ask an escape artist today. It's just a weird thing. I mean, it's a weird thing, right?
I've done sideshow work.
Yeah. So Stino, speaking of categorization, Stino had to prove. She's like, look, I found a list of the greatest escape artists. David Blaine's on there.
Someone
He's
send
number
me that.
three. He's number three.
Shout out to Brett. Someone
He's
sent
not,
me that.
but he's not. This is how few escape artists people know. Number one is obviously Houdini. Number two is who? Who is number two on the list? You never heard of number two.
I didn't even look because I just saw.
Yeah.
Number two is Dean Gunnarsson,
Never
a
heard of him.
Canadian escapologist.
Never heard of him.
Number
Have you
three
heard of-
is
wait, have
David
you-
Blaine.
Have you heard of Gunnerman?
Gunnarsson.
Gunnarsson. Have you heard of him?
Yeah, I sent him a
yeah.
DVD of Houdini show.
Yeah.
Okay, so he knows.
So, but he knows. Nobody else. The only escape artist anybody knows is Houdini, and that's proof that the Gunder Blunder is on there.
Gunnarsson.
And then it's David Blaine, who's not an escape
Right.
artist. The great escape artist Barnabas Sabbatini says that David Blaine is not an escape artist.
okay.
He's not, what is he?
He's a stunt performer.
He's a stunt performer.
I feel like
And-
he's an escape
And you
artist.
called David
I'm gonna
Copperfield
get-
one. He's not even. And I said he's a magician. We were both wrong. He's a
Illusionist.
illusionist. David Copperfield ripping off Doug Henning there. It's an illusion. Get it right, Stino. Don't embarrass me again in front of our guests.
Okay.
It's 8:47.
Snow today with a high of 35.
Barnabas Sabatini, not his real name, is here. Escapologist. We will talk about that and all that goes into that. And the greatest escape artist of all time,
Okay.
the great Harry Houdini, who was from Wisconsin, right? He was just up the road, I think.
Well, he lived in Appleton.
He lived in Appleton.
Wow.
Yeah, so we'll talk about Houdini and
You know all about escape artists, Tom.
escape artist singular, the only one in the history of man. And we will discuss
There's
that coming
two.
up next
We've
week.
got one right
We got
next
one
to
right
us.
here, right here. A 95 Wheel Rock Big Ball is coming up. We had Jim from Modern Day Romeos in here yesterday. If you haven't gotten tickets yet, get them. It's MDR. It's the biggest party band for the biggest party for New Year's. And tickets are, this is ridiculous, 110. If you go online and look at what people are charging just to be at their party, it's more than that. So a great deal because it includes the delicious buffet dinner there at the Holiday Inn Banquets and Conference Center in Gurnee. It includes Modern Day Romeos, the biggest party band in the air. Keith Magnin, our buddy, is going to do acoustic before that. We got us hanging and having a good time. Champagne toast at midnight with the party favors. Everything you need New Year's Eve. Get your tickets now, though, because we're limited on space. It'll sell out. Tickets are cheap. 110 includes the dinner and the entertainment. You can get them on the road trips page under the Go tab at 95wheelrock.com. You want to make a night of it. Hotel rooms available at 119, which is also a deal on New Year's Eve. Get those on the link to road trips page at 95wheelrock.com. Ray and Raymond have the vehicle you're looking for. I'm driving the Chevy Equinox right now from Ray Chevy in Fox Lake and Raymond Chevrolet in Antioch. You'll find the exact Chevy you want, right down to the options, style, color, all that stuff. They're going to give you the best price. Ray and Raymond won't be beat on price on that new Chevy. They will not be beat on price on a new Chevy. That's the important thing when you're buying a car is what you're going to pay for it. So you'll get the vehicle you want. You won't have to compromise on that at the price you deserve. They're there for you after the sale. They're going to give you the best deal on your financing. They've got the service department, everything you need in one, well, technically two places. So stop out, take a test drive, find that new Chevy you're looking for at Ray Chevy on 12 in Fox Lake, Raymond Chevrolet on 173 in Antioch. Barnabas Sabbatini, escapeologist, is here with us today. We were talking about if you're an escapeologist, how come Stino had to come let you in the door? You couldn't get in the door here at Granny Mills? Why'd she have to come let you in the door? Why couldn't you just somehow magically get through the door?
Technically,
That's a lock.
breaking and entering is illegal.
You were invited here. We were inviting you. It wouldn't be a crime. You were
Wrong with a little B&E.
Stino knows. Yeah, that's why she wants you here, so she can learn how to escape from jail, is what she thought she was going to get to learn today.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. So we were talking about Houdini is the only escape artist that anybody knows. And I told Stino he died. He got punched in the gut, right? Somebody punched him in the gut.
Such
Is
a
that
low
true,
blow.
Is that a true story, right? He said that anybody could punch him in the stomach, but he had to prepare for it.
Did you hear me? That was such a low
I got
blow.
you, Stino. This guy just came up and punched him in the gut and killed him. Fine, low blow. Ha 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 ha. That would be below the stomach. That would be the low blow. Is that really what happened? Is that as an escape artist? Is that your understanding?
I'm looking this up.
Yeah.
Do you know or not? You should know.
Yes,
you should know everything about Houdini because that's all people know of in your field.
Yeah, his appendix.
Houdini never claimed that he could take a punch to the gut. I think that came later.
The blows ruptured his appendix.
Yeah,
Appendix.
yeah. A guy punched him and killed him.
That may be the case, but
On
there
Halloween.
was a double indemnity clause on his insurance policy.
Yeah.
So if he died accidentally from a gut punch, well,
The insurance would get paid.
$50,000.
So maybe that was a BS story to get the money. Very Houdini.
You never know.
All right.
That was so not worth it. We should have kept him around.
Right. We could add him in here instead of Barnabas Sabbatini, who was not even on Stino's list of escape artists. There really weren't any even other ones on there other than the Canadian dude. It's not a very... Do you have conventions and 6 guys are there, or how many escape artists are there?
There is a UK convention in March.
And you going?
No.
No. Yeah. You can't get in the door. It's locked. So, but there's not a lot around. Like, do you know other guys around here?
There's about 90 on this organization called Global Escapeology.
Global Escapeology. There's 90 people. All right. So what do you do now? What is your gig? What is your thing?
I'm technically a disabled person.
All right. No, I mean on the escape front. I'm not overall. Are you disabled by the fact you're wearing handcuffs behind your back? Is that so what do you do? What do you do escapeology-wise? Why do you have a card? What do you do?
Oh, I escape straitjackets. I escape handcuffs.
Yeah.
I can escape a burning coffin.
All right.
You know, if you can get the insurance
Why didn't
and
you
the
bring that here?
sponsorship,
Yeah.
you know.
On what? How do you do the? Do you do like birthday parties, or do you just randomly go places and escape in front of people, or what do you do?
I just do it as a hobby.
All right.
And
This guy is as weird as I thought he was going to be, Stino. I'm not even going to. Where was the last time you escaped from something? What was the criteria? Why were you there doing it?
last year, I escaped.
Wait, you haven't escaped anything in 2022? There's been no escapes.
No.
Okay. So you don't do this frequently.
No. People
Where do you find these people?
people are freaked out when you say, hey,
I'm
put me
gonna
in some
escape.
handcuffs.
Yeah.
And they're like, why? And I'm
All
like,
right.
it's not a bondage thing.
So last year you escaped from something.
Yes.
All right. What did you escape from?
Decaturville, Tennessee.
Oh, from a
From
town.
the jail?
A town. You escaped from a town?
Oh, yeah.
Did you just drive out of town?
as fast as I could.
I'm not getting any answers here, Stino. Anyway, all right. So what did you do in Decaturville?
Suffered miserably.
Okay, all right. I still don't understand what he does. We will continue.
Dude, he's got a bag of stuff. Let's open
We'll
it.
open the bag of stuff and see what's in there. Maybe
That's
that'll
what he
make
does,
sense.
okay?
We're gonna open the bag of stuff.
Yeah.
That is coming up. It's Ask an Escape Artist today. It's 8:58.
Snow today with a high of 35. It is time for the 95 Will Rock 95-second update. Sorry. A man killed in North Chicago hit and run has been identified. It happened last Thursday night on Lewis Avenue and 17th Street. 56-year-old Eugene Durley of Waukegan was found dead after being struck by a vehicle that had fled the scene. The investigation into the matter continues. Sending a message loud and clear, 45 victims and survivors of the Waukesha Christmas Parade attack shared powerful personal accounts on how the attack impacted them on Tuesday. The jury found Darrell Brooks guilty of 6 counts of first-degree intentional homicide. Each count carries a mandatory life sentence in Wisconsin. A decision will come today as he is being sentenced. 95 Will Rock Sports brought to you by Windy City Rooter. They drain your pipes, not your wallet. The Bulls, they host the Pelicans tonight. Bucks host Cleveland, and the Blackhawks play the St. Louis Blues. And finally, I mean, I'm not really sure what you expect to get when you return something. Like, you get sometimes a reward if you return something that you
Like
find
something
of someone.
that goes missing or whatever.
Right.
You're like somebody's dog or their wallet or something.
Right,
like
right.
that. All right.
So a German man ended up, he was on a train. He was waiting on one of the platforms for the next train to come, looks down, and there is a check for $4.7 million to the sweets giant. What is it, Haribo or Haribo? I don't know.
They have a factory right here now on the interstate and just over the border.
How do you say it, Haribo
I
or
have
Haribo?
no idea. The gummy people.
Yeah, they got gummies.
Not the fun gummies, the
right.
normal gummies.
They should get into the fun gummy business.
Absolutely.
So this guy, he's in Germany. He finds a $4.7 million check on the platform.
Yeah.
And he obviously called the company, let them know. They asked him to destroy the check because I'm sure that someone had already figured out they had lost the check.
Yeah, I don't think.
But also, you can't
I don't
really
think returning a check is a big deal. If I found a check, I'd probably just destroy it because the people who lost
But
it.
also, it's $4.7
Nobody's
million.
cashing that.
Yeah,
well,
that's
even any check. You're not gonna. You just tear it up for him.
So he didn't get a reward. They just sent him like 6 bags of gummies, and he's bitching now all over the internet.
He thinks he saved them. Like somebody was going to get the check and cash, and I will take it in all 20s, please.
Just because of like the amount that it was, like maybe he deserves like at least $1,000.
Somebody just faked an endorsement. I'm a gummy bear on back, and he cashed it. No, he didn't really save him.
So he's all mad he didn't get a reward, and they're like, "Dude, we sent you." And then he's like, "I only got 6 bags of gummies."
He wanted 7.
That was the care package that they send to
Enjoy your
anyone.
gummy bears, buddy. Enjoy your gummy bears. You're not getting any more. And he's like,
Right.
at least make it the weed kind next time. Dr. Peter Wade Zunas now offers Botox and dermal filler treatments. Dr. Wade Zunas is trained and certified in the use of Botox and dermal fillers. If you've done that and you're looking for somebody else closer to home or that, does a better job or whatever, Dr. Pete does. If you're looking into it, talk to him. Get that free evaluation. If you haven't tried it before, you want a free evaluation and consultation, Dr. Pete will do that as well. Matter of fact, if you do it, you can ask about their Evolus coupon and get $40 discounts on each and every treatment in your visit. So if you need Botox or dermal filler treatments, Dr. Pete's the guy to talk to, whether it's that or his dental practice that you need. Go to the website and start. It's gurneydental.com. That's gurneydental.com. Or you can give Dr. Peter Wade Zunas a call and make an appointment at 847-336-7300 or find him online at gurneydental.com. All right, let me try this again. It's Ask an Escape Artist today. Barnabas Sabbatini, escapologist, is here. Let me see what it says on his card here. It says, ask about the free appearances for all media. That's us. Available for historic movie theaters, theme parks, county fairs, Renaissance fairs, haunted attractions, horror cons, circuses, sideshows. Okay, so somebody has you out and says, come to our circus. And I say, all right, do your thing. What do you do?
Each venue's different. Fire is not allowed at most places.
All right.
So
Go figure.
yeah.
So what do you do? Fire is not allowed. What do you do if you go to the circus? They're like, all right, do your thing.
Oh, I would escape a straitjacket before an elephant stomps me.
Okay, so
wow.
they would put a straitjacket on you and have an elephant coming at you,
Sure.
and you have to get out and flee before the elephant stomps on you.
No, I wouldn't flee from an elephant.
You would stand there and stare down the giant pachyderm,
Oh, yeah.
saying, I have escaped my
I'd be-
straitjacket. I am ready for you, sir.
I'd be crushed like a watermelon.
All right. So now when was the last time you did one of the things that's on your card?
Oh, really? About 20 years ago.
20 years ago. So the card is slightly out of
The
date.
card is new, yeah, but
Well, it's new, but you haven't done these things. Is it that you want to do these things, but you haven't done them in? When was the last time you did something on this card? Was 20 years ago.
well, I've done straitjackets at churches on Halloween and stuff like that.
So what church allowed you in on Halloween to escape from a straitjacket? What church was this?
Some churches up here in northern Illinois.
Some northern Illinois churches. You're not at liberty to tell me.
You probably don't want to know.
We
actually.
wouldn't know. It's like Satan or something. I don't know what's going on this morning, Stino. It's coming up. Stino will conduct the interview in just a couple of minutes. I'm getting very political answers here. He's answering the questions without
Why don't we
answering
just open the
question.
bag?
You can't. That's cheating. You can't go to the props. That means you've given up on actually finding out what he does. Do you know what he does?
I know. Yeah, he's an escapologist.
Okay, what does that mean? What does he do? What was the last
Means
thing
he
he did?
escapes out of a
When?
straitjacket.
What? When? Where? Give me an
I
example.
don't know, dude.
All right.
That's not my
Stino will
job.
find out coming up. And you cannot go into the bag or the box or whatever it is
What the
until
hell?
you find out what he does.
Okay.
It's your turn. You're going to have a crack at it.
Okay.
It's 9:07.
Snow today with a high of 35.
Stino's turn is coming up next. Will Rock Morning Show. Thanks to the Ray and Raymond Auto Group in Fox Lake and Antioch. Last call for the Chula Vista Getaway. Final day to book is today. If you want to join us in the Dells this weekend, you can still get in. The rooms are indeed sold out. I told you that would happen. There's going to be a lot of Will Rockers in the Dells this weekend. I hope somebody warned the Dells. But you can go to 95willrock.com, hit on the road trips page under the Go tab, and sign up for the CVG. Last day to do that with 95 Will Rock, the rock station. All right, I'll try one more time, and then it's your thing, Stino. All right. Sabbatini is here. Barnabas Sabbatini, escapologist, is here. Escaping since 1978, it says on his card. There's a phone number and an email on your card. If I called you and said, hey, I'm having, what does it say on the other side? I'm having I have an attraction. I have a county fair coming up. I would like to book you for the county fair. Tell me what you'll be doing at my county fair. What is your act? What is the thing?
I generally accept challenges from audience members. So I have rope, chain,
okay,
all sorts of things.
And then you would rope and chain yourself up in front of the crowd.
No, they have to do it.
They
for
would do it
me.
for you.
I usually use volunteers.
And you would have volunteers check the ropes and the chains, and then you would, in front of them, escape, and they would all be like, "Yay!"
I should hope so.
All right. When was the last time you did this act somewhere other than churches throughout the Tri-County region that you cannot name? When was the last time somebody called and said, come out here, and you were like, yes, I will be there, and you went out and you had the audience tie you up and then you escaped? When did that happen? Today, where?
Right now.
Prior to Stino binding you, when did you
How
do
did I
this?
get this card? I found it in your desk, Tom. I think I did.
So prior to today and Stino doing this to you, when was the last time somebody called you, you went somewhere and you did your thing?
I fell for it.
Probably 2002.
2002. Okay, so 20 years ago, where did you go and what did you do?
I have no idea.
You don't remember. You don't. That memory cannot escape from your mind.
I'm post-COVID, and
All right.
I've lost my memory.
COVID did this to you. Okay. All right. So Stino, coming up next, we're going to the box. Is it a box? What is it?
It's a huge duffel bag.
It's a duffel bag. We're going to go in there, and for the first time in over 2 decades, you will escape from something live on the air and here on Tom Tube in the video. It is the first time in 2 decades this thing is happening. That is coming up. Is that correct?
Yes.
You will do it here for the first time in 20 years. You've asked for it, people. You wanted him to get the band back together. The great Barnabas Sabbatini, escapologist, will be again repeating his great escape of 2022 here in our studio live. That is coming up.
Snow today with a high of 35.
I, for one, cannot wait to see what the F is going to happen. Stino, do you know what's going to happen?
I have no idea what's going on right now.
This is you. You're on that side of the counter.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
You're the one.
there could be a person in that bag.
It may be 8 heads in a duffel bag. We don't know, but it's coming up live with the great Barnabas Sabbatini.
Oh!
All right, 95 WIIL Rock, the rock station. Sabbatini is here. Barnabas Sabbatini, this gameologist. And now there's more. That's your sister outside the window watching us?
Yes.
Don't make eye contact. We try not to make eye contact with the glass lickers. His sister is out there watching us at work. People will come and look at us through the window, and it's just weird. But that she has a reason to be here. She's your sister.
Yeah.
She's hearing her brother on the radio, and she's excited, so she came by to support.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that
She's a
is
good
awesome.
sister. She's a good sister. So she wants to see Stino's going to go in the bag, and we're going to do the escaping in front of this. This isn't just a wellness check. You hadn't gone missing 20 years ago. And she's like, my brother! I found my brother. He's on the radio. Barnabas, I missed you. This isn't a wellness check, is it? She's like, there she is. She must be listening now. Is he okay? Is he okay, or do you need him? Do you need him to go with you somewhere? He's okay? He's okay?
He's okay?
Because he worries me. I don't know what's going on with him. I have not seen the escaping. It's all good. Thumbs up. She's on board.
Yeah,
she's on board. All right, just making sure it's not a wellness check. So coming up next, I don't know where or when you've done these things. Despite my best interview skills, I have no idea what you've done or what you're about to do. But we're going to go into it's a duffel bag, and it's got things in it. And Stino is going to get the things out, and you are going to do something with the things.
You're gonna let me open the bag?
Is that well? You got more experience tying people up than I do.
Okay, I mean, I actually do. I used to get paid for
this
it.
This weekend at Stino's is all this is.
No, it's not anymore.
Not anymore. So we're going to do that. Your thing is happening.
Yes.
And we can do it on the video.
The bag is moving, by the way.
No, there's nothing living in the bag, is there?
Not alive.
Your sister's there looking for your niece. She's like, 20 years ago, they went off, and now they're a great act around the world. So we're going to go in the bag next, and Stino's going to do what the thing is. And we're going to have it on video.
I'm going to do what the thing is.
All right? And we're going to have it on video.
Yes.
All right, and it's okay to watch the thing.
Absolutely.
All right, Stino ties the guy up. You've been waiting for this. If you're a Will Rock listener, you know she does it on weekends. She's going to do it live on the air and on TomTube coming up. It's 9:25.
Snow today with a high of 35. Tonight, scattered flurries, low of 25. Tomorrow, chance of snow with a high of 31. It is 34 in Mount Prospect and 33 in Bull Valley. It is time for the 95 Will Rock Happy Hour News. I don't know why I thought of the story of my buddy JoJo when he got drunk and fell asleep on a park bench in the city and some homeless guys stole his shoes.
Oh, JoJo.
But,
another wacky weekend for JoJo.
That was my buddy JoJo. Shout out to him if he's listening right now.
I knew you knew people named JoJo. Probably a bunch of them. Yeah.
So he used to live with me. So I thought of this. I don't know why, just because I feel like this is what it would be like.
Can I stop you first? Where did you and JoJo live?
We used to live in Des Plaines in this house, and then we had this crazy Polish roommate who would hide. When I moved out of the house, there was a bunch of tanks of empty nitrous in the crawl space, and my mom and dad were like, "Why are these empty tanks of nitrous in the crawl space?" And I was like, "Mom, it's helium." He was a clown. He made a lot of balloon animals, but really, my old Polish roommate would huff nitrous out of these tanks with a mask on, dude, for hours.
And that's the thing I do where I just let her go and I see where it takes us.
I'm not even lying to you. Shout out to Camille. He got deported. He's back in Poland.
I knew when we heard about JoJo, there would be a story in a house somewhere and something happened. So
that's literally a true story.
Stino, I know. It's a miracle you're with us.
I'm still friends with Camille, but he got deported. He's back in Poland. He sold a lot of weed when it was illegal. So
see you, Camille.
Yeah.
All right, now back to we rejoin our happy hour news already in progress.
All right, so rewind all the way back to I was talking about those shoes that JoJo got stolen off his feet by a homeless dude.
JoJo from the
Steve Jobs, old worn. Steve Jobs.
Yeah.
His old worn out
guy.
Birkenstocks were sold online, like the ones with his foot juice in them and stuff. When your feet are sweaty and it makes a mark.
You call sweat foot juice?
Yeah.
Is that, okay. All right. So you can buy them. Is it an auction?
Dude, they already sold.
How much?
Somebody needed them.
$50,000.
$200,000.
$50,000 for the shoe. $150,000 for all that delicious foot juice. Steve Jobs foot juice.
There you go.
And that is the foot juice story from 95 Will Rock, the rock station. Stino says, I don't even know how we got on that. Welcome to my world. Every time I let you go like that, I'm like, I don't know what led us here.
I miss
to
you,
the
Camille.
I don't know what led us to the Polish weed dealer, but I'm
That's
sure it
him
was a
on
fun
the left,
journey.
on the left.
He looks like a Polish weed dealer. And I would pay him, too. I would
You would
not
always
run
say kurwa, which I think is like a really bad word in Polish.
Yola would know. She's listening.
Kurwa,
She
kurwa.
speaks out. Stop doing that. You're going to get us arrested in Poland. And we'll end up in jail with him and JoJo, and it'll be a horrible day.
I know.
I don't know how we got here. Stino, that's my life. I don't know how I got here. I should look for a new job, one that won't give me these strange ulcers every day. Or how about a career? I'm talking about the only electrical apprenticeship training center in McHenry and Kane County. It really is. I could do it. It's never too late to join IBEW Local 117. But then I'd never find out about JoJo or the Polish weed dealer. IBEW 117, the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, keeps the power on for McHenry and Kane County, and that can be you. Great wages, great benefits, health insurance, a retirement plan. Stop with the job, get yourself a career with the only registered electrical apprenticeship training center in McHenry and Kane County. The place to start your journey, IBEW117.org. The bit on the Weekend Rewind is going to be called JoJo's Shoes and the Polish Weed Dealer. Thanks to you, our Weekend Rewind bits are starting to sound like 1970s Cheech and Chong albums.
It's the truth.
Hey, man, you want to hear about JoJo's Shoes and the Polish Weed Dealer, man? No, man, what happened, man? JoJo had these shoes, man. Yeah, I got shoes, man. No, he had these shoes, and these shoes got stolen, man. He was on a bench in the park. Oh, bummer, man. What happened? Was he like barefoot forever? No, man, he ended up living with the Polish weed dealer and this crazy broad from the radio. Oh, man. That sounds so cool. Yeah, it was, but the broad was like nuts in her head, and he had to like live with her. Oh, man, what happened? The Polish guy got deported. Oh, man.
Yeah, he did.
So he never got his shoes back? No, man, he's still barefoot. Oh, man, far out. And that is the bit called JoJo's Shoes and the Polish weed dealer. The hell is with you?
I have no idea. I just, I've had a lot of weird roommates. Interesting ones. You have to come with like a good resume when you want to be my roommate back when I was single.
Yeah.
I'd like interview people. I'd be like, how many times have you been arrested? You have to at least have been arrested twice to live in my house. Also,
I believe
do
that.
you like boobs or butts better? That's
And
one
what was
main
the correct
question.
answer? What was the correct answer?
Boobs.
Boobs, obviously, Tom. Why are you
That's
asking dumb questions?
that's my better. I was better at that than butts.
You were better at boobs.
Yeah, I'm better at boobs than butts.
I don't understand the criteria to determine
It doesn't
that.
matter. It's my house.
No, you have better boobs, or you have better butts.
I'm better at boobs than butts.
You have nice. So they have to like boobs to live with you.
Right.
Okay. There's a lot. Is this a written form or is it more of an oral exam?
It is. You have to be able to type 72 words per minute as well.
All right. Speaking of challenges, we're a little off track, but Barnabas Sabbatini, escapologist, is here. Stino is going to go into his bag, get some stuff
Right now?
out, and we're going to after the break. We've been derailed again by
The
your insane life.
suspense is killing me.
Well, that's called. We're increasing our
I know.
TSL by rolling Cume into the next quarter hour.
I don't speak Spanish, Tom.
Time spent listening. We're getting listeners to stay longer to see what actually happens with Barnabas over here.
Okay.
We let her sister into the room. She was able to make it to the window in the
Yeah,
mall.
come here, say
which
hi.
He wasn't able to make it there, but you got in here, so you were able to get in past the locks better than your brother, who's an escapologist. How did you get into the mall?
I just walk in.
She just walked in. So
Carlos didn't lock the door properly last night.
well, Barnabas didn't figure it out. His sister should be the escapologist. And you said you're supposed to be somewhere else, but you're here. And so where are you supposed to? What are you supposed to be?
At therapy.
At therapy, from having him as a brother.
Yeah.
Therapy's a good thing. If
It is.
No, Stino, I'm saying therapy's a good thing.
I don't need therapy, Tom. I got
Okay,
you.
There's that. We'll find out what Barnabas does or can do. Ask an escape artist coming up next on Will Rock. Maybe.
Keeping your vehicle on the road includes preparing for the changing seasons, like making sure the heater is working. That's a job for Jiffy. If it's blowing cold air, diagnosing and repairing the issue now will make cold weather driving more comfortable. Offering preventative vehicle maintenance services, including a quality oil change, the highly trained technicians at Jiffy Lube will keep your vehicle running at top performance. You never need an appointment for any service at Jiffy Lube. For locations and services, go to chicagolandjiffylube.com.
This is it. This is it. Barnabas Sabbatini, escapologist, is here. The moment we've been waiting for, the big build-up. He's going to do whatever it is he does that I don't quite understand where or when he does it, that he did 2 decades ago and at churches through the Tri-County region. I think that.
All right,
so
I'm going to open up this bag of tricks.
She's going to open up a bag of whoop escape, and we're going to see what it is.
All right.
He's not done in 2 decades. So...
Oh, this is the...
There's 5 straitjackets in
There are
there.
5
There's
straight
5
jackets.
straight jackets.
I believe that this might not be enough for him, but okay.
Well, is there one that's more more
Straight-
difficult than the other?
straitjacket-y?
That one is the most difficult.
That is the
All
one.
right, well,
we're gonna
let's
use.
do it.
All right, we're going to do this.
Do I have to buckle you up in here?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
We gotta start.
Are you gonna? You can take your phone out of your pocket.
We're gonna
What is
prepare
this?
the straight jacket.
He's got a chain on.
All right. That's his wallet,
Oh,
Stino.
okay.
That's it.
Give me
He's
that.
just
I'll need that.
He's just a guy with a... This is where Stino steals the man's wallet. Move that water bottle out of the way. The one over there. There you go. We got a good shot at what's going on here.
I'll
Move the
need
ca-
your wallet
move the-
and your identification, social security,
Push the
date of birth.
camera a foot that way, a foot toward him. Just get it a little bit closer, a little more, a little more. We want to see what's going on here. All right, so this is on camera. Tom Tube is up and running.
Right.
We've unbuckled the straight jacket. This looks like
Put your arms through the front like this, and I will tie it behind you.
Yes.
Okay.
Before we go, let me ask you: have you done anything like this before in your life?
Yes.
Okay, good. We're on a better path now. All right, here we go.
Okay.
We're taking our hoodie with our chain off.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
We're gonna. Who are your tattoos of? Who are these people?
That's Bela Lugosi.
Bela Lugosi,
That's Edgar Allan Poe.
Edgar Allan Poe.
Oh, nice.
That's Houdini.
He's got a Houdini tattoo.
All right. Quote the Raven nevermore.
He's got a Houdini shirt on right now,
yeah,
too.
he does. Yeah, he does. So we know he's legit because he's got the T-shirt.
Yeah. All right, get over here. I'm going to buckle it. This might take a few minutes.
So Stino is going to secure
You
the
wanna
buckles.
start at the top.
Stino's
I
going to.
know how to do this.
It's not her first time. You're about to get a knee in your back. You're tossing him around pretty
I'm
good
sorry,
there.
I needed to pull that, so I needed to pull this properly.
right,
Now, am I supposed to tighten it as
Yeah, you want to start
Not
at
a
the
chance
top.
in hell
Make that snug,
he's ever
but
getting
not-
out of
Yeah,
this
I know.
thing. And he's going to be trapped in the straitjacket. And then his sister is going to load him into a van. And let's see what happens. Stino is buckling the
Okay.
buckles
yeah,
on the straitjacket.
There's a neck thing. Should I do that?
First time with the next
Yeah,
thing
not
on your
real
straitjackets.
tight.
Okay, yeah.
Definitely.
Don't do it real tight, Stino, and leave all the buckles unbuckled, please. And he will escape from it magically. So we're getting.
I've got 3 more to go here.
All right, we're getting all the buckles buckled up.
1.
How many buckles in total on the back of the straitjacket?
I have no idea.
Stino, how many buckles are back?
1,
Keep
2,
going. Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Barnabas,
8,
can you turn
8,
and face
8.
the logo so the camera sees all the buckles on the back of the straight? There you go. Buckle at that angle, Stino. We're buckling the straitjacket.
Okay.
For those of you waiting for the grand finale,
The last
he hasn't
buckle-
escaped anything.
The
for
last buckle is
2
going on
decades.
right now.
We're getting the bottom buckle is getting done. Is that as tight as he
Yeah,
didn't want them that tight? So we're
They're
or-
as tight as I go.
or buckled.
I
That's as
weighed
tight as they go.
500 pounds at one point.
You weighed 500. This is a 500-pound. This is an enormous man's straitjacket.
Yeah.
All right, now what about the front? The arm things on the straitjacket. You have to you cross your arms.
this.
Oh, I like
Whoa.
that your sister immediately jumped in on the crotch strap. That's not disconcerting at all. Your sister was the one who pointed out the crotch straps.
Yeah.
Family line of work, I guess,
Hey,
going
hand
on
me
here.
that other crotchal strap.
The family that crotch straps together. Well, I don't know. We don't visit them.
Okay.
We got the crotch straps are now on. Thank
I
you.
got that. Now,
Sister.
give me your
Make
arms.
them tighter.
Make these
He wants
tighter.
the crotch strap. He wanted the other straps loose, but he would like the crotch straps as tight as possible, Stino.
I mean, seriously.
We're doing this live on TomTube. If you would like to see this incredible escape,
It goes pretty. I can't reach any farther.
that's
down.
as tight as.
Do the best you can.
See if you could reach around on that, Stino.
costs extra.
Okay, all right. Now we're gonna do the arms, right? We're ready to do the arms. So you gotta with the straitjacket. This is how you can't get out of it. You cross your arms, and then you go around the back, and you're buckling the back. Stino's really into this. So she's going to buckle this buckle. This is a 500-pound man's straitjacket. Congratulations on the weight loss,
Yeah, congrats.
Barnabas.
Oh, thank you.
Stino is buckling the back. Now, all right,
All
now
right,
turn
we
around
good.
on camera. Let us see.
there's
He's
one
all.
more.
He's
Oh,
all.
there's
Oh, there's
one
one that
more
does the
in
arms
the
together in the
front.
front. I bet $20 he's not getting out of this thing. Stino, do you want the bet?
No, because
All
I don't
right,
have any
all
money,
right.
and I already owe you
He
14
hasn't
for
done it.
candy.
All right,
so-
he hasn't done it in a couple of decades. Here
All
we
right.
go, and we can watch this happen. Go ahead, Barnabas Sabbatini.
Yeah.
He's wiggling around. He's pulling he's pulled the arms out of the thing, and he's unbuckling the front buckle that held the arms together. He's attempting to unbuckle the front buckle.
This straitjacket is double canvas.
It's a double canvas straitjacket, Stino, not your standard single canvas deal. He's attempting to unbuckle the arms from the straitjacket.
Okay.
Apparently, the buckle is a little vexing for him.
That's all right. He's going to get it.
Gonna
There's
get
not
He's
like.
getting it unbuckled. He's getting
Is
it.
there a time limit?
I think if you
Because-
had buckled his arms tighter, he wouldn't be able to do this, Stino. Why didn't you buckle his arms tighter?
Look, he got it
he
already,
got
dude.
out his arm. Now,
I'm gonna
he's
keep-
got his arms unbuckled from each other.
Oh,
now he's taking one
geez.
hand over his head. Now the other, that arm is going to come out of the sleeve.
He's got a double jointed elbow.
He's going to come out of the sleeve. In theory, he's out of the sleeve. Here's his hand is now available. You turn around there,
turn
Barnabas,
around.
and he's unbuckling the buckles in back. Oh, he's starting with the crotchal strap, obviously.
He wanted it tighter so he could reach it.
Yeah, that was. So he's undoing the crotchal strap now.
Oh,
And there you go. His
jeez.
crotch is now liberated. How many times can I say crotch on the radio today? And the crotch is free. Now we're taking the top buckle off by the neck.
Oh,
The one that
man.
gave Stino her most excitement is now unbuckled. And we're going to undo all the other unbuckles. And here it comes off.
Here
over
it comes.
over the head.
Barnabas
and he's out of the
Sabbatini.
I feel like if you would just tighten the buckles and not use the 500-pound man straitjacket, he would not have been able to do any of those things. He would not have been able to do that.
I tried. I
All
tried to
right,
buckle
no,
it
I-
as tight as I could.
But he's out. He's in the process of getting.
Yeah,
There
here he
There
is.
he is. Out of the
Good
straitjacket.
job, buddy.
Thank you.
That has not been performed since 2022 at various churches throughout the Tri-County
Right.
region. So there you go. You did it. You did it. If people want
Barnabas, you came through.
Barnabas Sabbatini, escapologist.
There you go.
If people want to see you do this other than the video we just shot, are you
gonna
available?
make a website?
Can we give out you should get a website, or can we give out your phone number? What do you want to do, Barnabas Sabbatini?
I don't.
Okay, thank you for that. Thank you for coming in. Barnabas Sabbatini, everybody. With a
Yay!
very powerful promotional announcement at the end. You got out of the straitjacket. I might need to do that one day, so thank you very much. Before you leave, please let Stino know how to escape from a jail. Okay?
Yes, yes.
That's the whole reason we had you in. Thanks for coming in today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. I have a few notes on booking guests, if you don't mind. A bunch of people on a text line said, it's Emily. It's Emily. She's punking Tom. This is like Danny the Safecracker. It's Barnabas the Escapologist, not a real thing. But I think the title of the feature should have been Ask a Former Escape Artist, because he said he hadn't done it in 20 years.
Right.
Whatever,
I didn't know.
Also, I feel like a couple of things. One, I think I could escape from a straitjacket now because I've seen how it's done. But with him, it was too easy because it was a 500-pound guy straitjacket. All the things weren't like if you had his arms cinched all the way around. There's no way he would have been able to do that first move, which led to everything being done.
I know.
If his arms were cinched tight.
I know.
Which is the point. Like on a straitjacket, when they put somebody in a straitjacket, they put the arms together. They put a knee or a foot in the back and cinch those arms tight. Yeah. Otherwise, the crazy people are getting away from you. But it was very entertaining.
Yes.
In that it was the interview that wasn't. Just watching me struggle was fun. And then at the end, the grand finale, he actually did escape from the thing. So at least, anyway, where are you going? Oh, it's 9:51. It's magic time. We're going to log toss. So there was Barnabas Sabbatini, escapologist.
Yeah.
If you want to have him out to your carnival or event, you're out of luck because apparently that's not a thing.
20 years ago it was.
I asked him to plug some. There was nothing to.
He doesn't want any work.
He's not looking. So this was probably his last. This was like his reunion show.
Yeah.
And that was it. If you didn't get a ticket to this, you are out. That video is going to get 1 million views on YouTube, TomTube, all that stuff. It's Log Toss thanks to Kinnaman Accounting and Tax Service. You make the green, they count the beans. Here we go. It did not go in. I am definitely not as skilled as Mr. Barnabas Sabbatini, escapologist. There's Log Toss. If you want to win, hit the Win Stuff page at 95WIILRock.com. How's money going for you? If you say everything's fine, everything's good, you're the only person I know who says that. Money is tight right now for everyone. You're worried about it with inflation, everything going on in the world. You need to stop throwing money away. Stop paying interest on those high interest rate credit cards. Look at your interest rate next time you get your credit card bill. You need to pay those off. You need to do it faster with a lower fixed rate. And you know what I'm talking about, a loan from Lightstream. I did this. It worked. Yola the other day said, you didn't really do it. Yeah, I showed her the statement and whatever. Lightstream works. It will take you 3, maybe 4 minutes today to go to lightstream.com/Tom and see what Lightstream can do for you. A credit card consolidation loan from Lightstream can help you pay off your credit cards and lock in a low fixed interest rate. Rates start at just 6.99% APR with auto pay and excellent credit. Plus, the rate is fixed. It will never go up over the life of the loan. You can get $5,000 to $100,000, and there are absolutely no fees. Just for my listeners, apply now and get a special interest rate discount and save even more. The only way to get this discount is to go to lightstream.com/Tom, lightstream.com/Tom. Subject to credit approval, rates range from 6.99% APR to 19.99% APR and includes 0.50% auto pay discount. Lowest rate requires excellent credit. Terms and conditions apply, and offers are subject to change without notice. Visit lightstream.com/Tom for more information.
The holidays are right around the corner, and we could all use some money in our pockets for presents. Here's how, where, and when to get it. Save tons now at the all-new Castle Autoplex of McHenry's top-rated service department on Route 31. Get $60 off your vehicle's alignment with 4 tires purchased. And talk about tires, we have a price
Somebody just messaged in and said, I know this guy. I'm talking about Barnabas Sabbatini, escapologist, our guest today. He's been burned, drowned, hit with sledgehammers, all sorts of fun. So, well, maybe next time he comes in on the show, we can get him to do that. That would be what we were wondering about. But good guest, interesting. It was fun seeing a guy get out of a straitjacket, which I now think I could do, but I probably couldn't, so don't ever put me in one, even though I probably deserve it. It's 9:56.
Snow today with a high of 35.
Thank you to Barnabas Sabatini, escapologist, for being here today. We're out of here. Open phone Thursday tomorrow. Handsome John, Bangin' Betty Perry up next. You have a good day. 95 WIIL Rock, the rock station.